Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time we finished up with some mysteries that were going on in the Hag's Tea House, and then went and took a long rest. And before leaving we had another drink from the well, which unfortunately has left Andrew sickened. Overpowering, indescribable sickness. He's now vulnerable to most types of damage. So any damage that he might take, whether that's piercing, psychic, fire, ice, it's all going to be double damage, which is really bad. Fortunately for him, he can wild shape into other creatures, and they'll give him a pool of HP that he can sustain himself with, and he has the most HP of anyone in the party. But still, not an ideal situation to be in. As for now, we've come to this strange location just south of the Putrid Bog, and there are some wood and ancient mud mephits over here. And so my intention, as they appear red on the minimap, is to pick a fight with them very carefully. Let's hop on over here. Astarion, please pull yourself away from the rest of the party. Can you jump up there, Astarion? Because if you can, that seems like a great place to sneak attack from with advantage and height and so forth. We need jump. Yes, that seems like an excellent spot to be. Are you in range? Stuff over there. Not quite. We'll need to bring the party to us, which is a shame. In which case, we'll hop back down. And then, because jumping is a bonus action, if we need to, we can have Astarion come back over here on the retreat to jump up there and continue attacking. The question is now, how do we want to go about this fight? There are 6 foes, 2 very strong, 4 rather much weaker. I think focusing fire on the weaker targets is going to be beneficial, because then we can all wail on the larger group together. And for an opening action, I don't think a shatter would get 3 of these guys. They're a little bit too dispersed. Actually, for an opening action, how about mage armor on Gale? Now his armor class is much higher, less likely to die immediately. Where is Andrew? Andrew's over there. Okay, I think the opening action is going to be Astarion. Are we going to wild shape before this fight starts? Problem is, Moonbeam is so good. So we'll hold off on it for just a second. And Astarion take a little pop at this guy. Alright. Everyone is in initiative with Astarion. He's at the top of initiative because he's a stealthy, dexy boy. Andrew still has his stealth going. So let's get this here. Also, it seems everyone else is surprised, which is a massive advantage to us. Andrew has joined the battle. He's at the bottom of the order. Gale. Unfortunately, our area of effect stuff isn't going to stretch out that far. Now, this is the skill that is used from our staff. And it says, always prepared. It doesn't say how often we can use it, but if I hover over Shatter here, you'll see that one of the second level spell slots just by his movement bar there is glowing. And if I do the same thing for Magic Missile, level 1 spell, that spell slot is flashing. But for Ray of Sickness, neither of them does. So I don't know if that means we can just cast Ray of Sickness every turn. If it does mean that, this is an incredible weapon. It didn't do a lot of damage, but I'm still grateful to have it. And last but not least, Shadowheart. There's a bunch of twisting vines here. Does Shadowheart have... Oh, we have 10 Alchemist Fires. No, that's Andrew. Shadowheart. Do you have any Alchemist Fire? You do. Throw item. There. Alright, so that's the fight instigated. Now let's see if we can't finish this faster rather than more slowly. Yep, the running water really hurts, but we'll just have to deal with it. Strong miss. We can't bonus action stab anything from here, so that's going to be our turn. Surprised, 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 surprised. That guy's taking damage in the beam, which is great. Alright, one tiny guy down. Let's take some cover. The running water we're just going to have to deal with, unfortunately. Woad the First. Squares up to Shadowheart, but does not take the attack. Which I think is code for "you're now close enough, sir, for us to inflict wounds on you." 45%, that's tragic. And stabbing is even worse. Well, we don't have any good options, really, do we? I don't think this thing's going to qualify as a humanoid. Alright. We will cross our fingers. Yeah, classic miss. Gale, you want to get in on this? Flame Hands. 3d6 fire, and because we can sculpt our spells, Shadowheart's not going to receive any damage from this, and I'm hoping because he's made of wood, maybe this will be extra effective. 22 seems like it went very well. I don't care about the broken vase. Yes, they are vulnerable to that damage, which is excellent. No bonus action to take for Gale. The Mud Mephits. Oh boy. They are summoning more Mud Mephits. Okay. Someone's making secret checks. We have ancient Mud Mephits and young Mud Mephits. One presumes the ancient ones are capable of summoning the young ones, and that's the problem we're going to have to deal with. But right now, Andrew is in a world of hurt. If I put that right there... That's gone pretty well. Unfortunately, we can't jump away because that would be disengaging, and disengaging is an action in 5th edition. So instead... let's bonus action cantrip Shillelagh. and hope that we don't get absolutely incinerated when their turns come around. We want to destroy these ancient ones as fast as possible. We can blind creatures. We can make creatures sleep. This is 10 and 7. $14 and 10 is 24. That might be of more valuable to us. If only they were a little bit weaker, we might be able to do all three. But instead, let's just run in. Oh wow, we missed with both. That's a shame. Gale is entangled. Shadow Heart. I wish you had an AoE spell. Let's try another Alchemist's Fire. What was that? I thought I was throwing Alchemist's Fire. Throw item. There. Well, that's awkward. Gale. I think this is worth another Burning Hands. That's an ancient one. They're summoning stuff inside of our Moonbeam, which is just wonderful for us. Perhaps Andrew will come out of this one as the only person that doesn't get hit. Let's move that Moonbeam. And that is an action. We have a bonus action still. Don't need to cast Healing Word. So let's just move away. Astarion, what's going on here? Everything has very few hit points. Why don't you bite? Nope, can't bite these things. Why are these targets too far? What is happening in this fight? Well, that's not gone well. Hopefully the fire will finish them off, though. Yep, that went well. That went well too. Gale, you're in. Oh, it's nice when a plan comes together. So there's another ancient one round the back. That is a huge miss. I don't know what weapon this guy has, but it looks uncomfortable. Let's move Moonbeam to here. And we keep leaving ourselves not with very many options. Let's try Misty Step. We've never done this. Yeah, that's cool. I can get behind that. It's a second level spell, but it's nice to have. Better than being dead. Team, we are on fire. Let's see if we can't do something about that. Bonus action, jump out of fire. Thank you. Main action. shoot this guy. Crit miss. Standard stuff. Shadowheart. This is a young mud mephit. There's the old guy. Just keep attacking this then. 7 is reasonable. Gale, you want to help out? I know you are nearly dying. Bonus actions all around. Possibly time for a healing word on Astarion. He's looking pretty beat up, but Andrew knows healing word and he's doing just peachy. The fires continue to spread. We're going to be out of range for everything now that we've Misty stepped up here, aren't we? Unfortunately, our Moonbeam can hop over just close enough. And hopefully next turn that kill will resolve. We'll take damage here, which is a great shame. But we're down just to 2 enemies, so that guy might die in the Moonbeam. So let's jump out of this fire again. And Astarion, sneak attack melee. So close. Firebolt probably isn't going to do it. This might be an occasion for Magic Missile, first level. So that's going to be an average of 2.5, 5, and 7.5. But with some good rolls, they are dead. Bonus action jump, because this is movement, not disengaging. And Shadowheart, if you could please help out on this guy. No? 1 whole damage. Alright. Andrew, you can hop on down. Move that there, and please don't let anybody run into the Moonbeam once combat resolves. Alright, just while we get everybody safe and secure, Astarion, stand here where it's dry. Gale, stand here where it's... that's not Gale. Gale, stand here where it's not on fire. Andrew, stand here where it's safe. And we'll just... I heard on the internet that if I recast Moonbeam now, it won't cost my spell slot to do it, it will just cancel the concentration. But this seems like it's not going to work. So instead, let's cast Guidance on ourselves. Guidance takes concentration, so we can end concentration on our other spell. We can end turn-based mode. The fire is burnt out, and we can see what spoils there are from our fight. I'm going to assume the young ones aren't going to have anything on them because they were just created. What about the ancients? Nothing there. Woad, you got anything for us? A twisting branch. Basically a worse version of a club. Sure. And an organic shield and a twisting branch. Very little going on here, I must say. Right, let's grab the party together. There must be something else going on here. There wouldn't be this big combat out in the middle of nowhere. Astarion, stop. Yeah, saw that coming moments ago. Help Astarion up. Oh god, Astarion. Please exist here once again where it is dry. Next time, don't bring the vampire to the swamp. That's what I'm learning very quickly. Anything in here? No. How about here? No. Twisting vines are only going to get us hurt or entangled. Let's hop over those. Nothing on top of this giant tree stump. I'm totally perplexed. I don't think it's going to be a random damaged vase. Oh, hello.
Someone's cut a notch in the tree.
Letter to Karga. Do we know a Karga? Is that a plot thing? Karga. Olodin has sent word of your progress. I am pleased that the Rite of Thorns has begun. I depart soon from Cloakwood to Baldur's Gate. Should you need further aid from my circle, now is the time to ask. Once cloistered, the Emerald Grove will be the Shadow Druid's domain, and you its first druid. In Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Aelis. So that's the spell, the ceremony that's going on over at the Druid's Grove. So they're trying to make it a circle of, is it darkness? Shadow Druid's domain. That doesn't sound...
This Karga is not to be trusted.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something that should be going on. We found a note proving that Karga is in league with the Shadow Druids. This could explain why she wants the tieflings gone. Well, that is an interesting development. Not really sure why it quite happened out here in the metric middle of nowhere. Is there anything up here? It's so hard to tell. Again, more strange old vases. Barbed bushes, I'm not going to even try and pick stuff out of. A giant stone pedestal, really in the middle of nowhere. And, oh, there's a trunk at the end. I bet that's where all the loot is. We'll spare Astarion walking through this. Not that one, but how about this down here? Just a hammer. Nothing else. Right, well, that is that encounter done, it seems. Let's take a quick minute to try and get Astarion back to dry ground safely. Not that way. Nope. Help Astarion. Are you up or are you down? You're currently down. This is going to get real awkward real fast if I can't get him back over that gap. Okay. Let's make this jump. Target is too far. Let us leave this swamp. Leave this bog. That is water. That is a dead end. These are not the problems you expect to face when you go out trying to face the dangers and perils of adventure. Don't tell me this is a dead end as well. Oh boy. How do we get out of here? Evidently not that way. Don't worry, Gale didn't see anything. Nothing to worry about here. And freedom. Freedom from the bog swamp. Okay, well. We learned some things about some druids. We are in very bad shape. We spent a lot of, especially Gale's fire magics. Lots of first level spell slots there. But join me next time and we'll do some more resting. Probably not a long rest quite yet. And we really are getting low on the things left to do. We've done all this. There's some kind of resolution at the Druid's Grove. There's some kind of hideout up here. I don't know what that area is. It's not the swamp. Because that's all... I guess these are just other areas that they've loaded in on the same map. But I'm not sure where. We have the Gith Yankee Patrol over here. And the whole Goblin Camp situation. So join us next time and we'll start seeing about tying up some knots on these bows. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.